In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Leatherman style PS multi-tool. Head over to packhacker.com for more information, link in the description below. This is a great little multi-tool, and most importantly, it is TSA compliant, so you can bring this on a flight with you. It's got a lot of different tools and a lot of different diversity than we normally see from a travel multi-tool. A lot of them, will have, excuse me, a lot of them will have a more flat profile, and you can see this one's a little thicker, but they'll, only work a few tools in. I think this one works a lot of tools in, and actually useful tools that you would use on a daily basis. So just starting at the top here, there's a little carabiner / bottle opener. So you put your, bottle cap in there, pull it open. And then obviously you use this to attach it to your keys. It's a little bit small to attach this to your keys and then attach your keys to something else. Like if you want to hook this to your keys and also to your belt loop, it's a little small, but it still works great for attaching your keys. On the front here, we have a little pair of tweezers that just slide out here. Initially, these were really hard to get out, but the more you use it, the more they break in and the easier it is. And they're pretty sharp actually too, so you can use these for slivers, any sort of like really fine things. They would just work very well. Get those back in. On this side, we have a file / flathead screwdriver. The flathead screwdriver comes to a pretty small point here, so there's not a ton you can screw with it. It's nice having the option in case you're kind of in an emergency. You can make it work on slightly bigger ones by just giving it more of like a tilt and not putting it flat in. But it's just a nice option to have in case you need it. And then a very abrasive file right here. This is great. I do some rock climbing, and so this is great for like filing off any like edges you have on your fingers. It's very abrasive, so it files down really quickly. Great addition there. And if you're going to have the flathead screwdriver, might as well put a file in. On this side, to keep it TSA compliant, you cannot have a knife on it. So you can still have scissors though. These scissors are pretty sharp, good for cutting loose threads, paper, whatever. They're not super strong, so don't try to cut anything too thick. And also too, if you just kind of like flip this down, you can just use this top part as like a little knife in an emergency, or just for opening boxes, whatever. I guess that's not too much of an emergency, but it functions that way fairly well. And on to what I would argue is the best multi-tool in this. It's the pliers, and the whole thing is really designed around them. That's why it's so thick. That's why it's, so wide, is just to fit the pliers in. But the pliers are arguably the most useful thing in here. And this is one of the tools that makes it really stand apart from a lot of the other multi-tools that are just, you see a lot of flathead screwdriver, a lot of bottle openers, but you see very few that have actually useful functional pliers. And pliers just come in use in any type of situation. They do come to a little bit more of like a needle nose point here, so it's good for smaller stuff. If you're gripping like nuts and bolts, you can use this middle part here. And then at the very middle here, you have wire cutters, which can be used just as like the thicker scissors. So if you have something that you can't quite cut with the small scissors, or you think you're gonna break it, you can just put it in there and really jam down on it. Anything that's like hard plastic, this will cut pretty well too. They're not super long, but you don't really need them to be that long. But just a very nice addition, and it all folds up pretty compactly. You can throw this on your keys, and at the airport, you're still good to go. So there you have it, our quick look of the Leatherman style PS multi-tool. For more information, head over to packhacker.com, and if you'd like to see a more in-depth review, then make sure to check out our main channel too.